Hello, I'm Toby. Welcome to today's Silk Road in the museum. Guess what mysterious treasures lie in the sea besides fish and coral? Let me tell you a little secret. The ocean hides many time capsules. They are the sunken ships of the ancient Silk Road. Today, we'll follow these sunken merchant ships to uncover stories from the high seas long ago. Over 4,000 years ago, ancient people living along China's South Sea coast were able to sail wooden boats. Back then, they took banana-shaped canoes to collect shells and fish near small islands. Gradually, they realized the sea could lead to distant lands, so they opened a maritime transport route. This is the Maritime Silk Road. Imagine, hundreds or thousands of years ago, there were no cargo ships, no GPS. Brave sailors steered large wooden sailing ships. What are they loaded with? There were Chinese porcelains smooth as mirrors, shining gold and silver, beautiful silk, and even seeds and spices. Wow, it's like a moving treasure trove. But the sea could be capricious and dangerous. Huge storms, hidden reefs, or pirates all could sink these treasure-laden ships, which would lie quietly on the ocean floor for hundreds or even thousands of years. They're like treasures carefully guarded by the sea, waiting to be discovered. All right, now I'd like to introduce our first deep sea star, Nanhe #1 shipwreck. Discovered in the South China Sea, it dates back to the Southern Song dynasty over 800 years ago. Imagine, many parts of the world were still in their ancient eras then. Guess how many treasures were found on this sunken ship? Nearly 70,000 artifacts. Wow! If stacked up, they'd fill many classrooms. Archaeologists also found many exquisite porcelains on Nanhe #1. Amazingly, to save precious space on the ship, the ancients would carefully nest small jars inside larger ones, just like this Russian doll here. This way, they could carry more treasures. They even found an extraordinarily long gold belt. Now let's guess, was it a wealthy merchant's or even the captain's? Speaking of porcelain from sunken ships, look at this. The patterns on this bowl are as lively as ink-wash paintings, with blue lines dancing on white porcelain. Now it's a star exhibit at the British Museum, and crowds gather around it every day. Can we guess which country it was destined for? There are also porcelains found in a Tang Dynasty sunken ship in central Vietnam, some painted with lotus petals. others carved with wave patterns. Now, these treasures are housed in the Trade Ceramics Museum in Hoi An, central Vietnam. After exploring the southern Song merchant ship, let's travel to the Ming Dynasty to meet another underwater friend, Nanhe No. 1 shipwreck. This ship sank near Nanhe Island, Guangdong, and was discovered by fishermen in 2007. The fishermen hauled up many blue and white porcelain plates painted with lotuses, ladies and characters, like the character Fu, meaning good fortune, and Shou, meaning longevity. Archaeologists also found the ship had 25 compartments, like 25 small rooms. Some held porcelain, some copper coins, and others iron pots and tin kettles. Everything had its own designated area. There must have been a master organizer on board. Now, here comes a question. Where did these merchant ships depart from, and where were they going? Look at the map and you'll find that Southern Song's Nanhe No. 1 likely departed from Quanzhou, Fujian, sailed along the maritime Silk Road and passed by Southeast Asia to reach as far as India, the Persian Gulf, or even beyond. Ming Dynasty's Nanhe No. 1 set sail from Jiangzhou, Fujian, crossed the Taiwan Strait and carried goods to the Philippines, Africa, and even Europe. Finally, let's talk about the sunken ships' superpowers. What have archaeologists found besides treasures? They also harbour the sea's secrets. For example, ship timbers reveal ancient shipbuilding techniques. Attached shells and corals record changes in underwater environments. And even fruit pits and seeds on board have become clues for studying ancient climates and agriculture. Did you know those ancient ships sleeping on the ocean floor are like big books filled with mysterious adventure stories? And every artifact from sunken ships displayed in museums is the most exciting sentence or word from those books. Although we can't dive deep to see the sunken ships themselves, we can visit museums to see these salvaged treasures with our own eyes. Looking at them, try to picture this. Hundreds of years ago, they sailed on tall wooden ships with billowing white sails cutting through blue waves with creaking sounds. Isn't that fascinating? And if you were an archaeologist, what treasure would you most want to discover from a sunken ship? Shiny gold coins or porcelain with mysterious patterns? Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye-bye.